When government workers use private email accounts to conduct official business, there will be questions, especially when it involves the GAB and the John Doe investigation. GAB Director Kevin Kennedy was faced with those questions during a public hearing on Tuesday.
When we were contacted by the district attorneys and admitted to the John Doe, they have a convention to separate all of their activities by separate email accounts. And they asked us to develop a separate email account. So in our communications on a particular investigation, we set up Gmail accounts. So it made it easier for us, for example, to respond to the litigation challenging our actions on that. It also made it very clear to me that none of those would be accessible to your request because they were the subject of a secrecy order and they were protected attorney-client communications.
So if the emails would have been protected from open records requests one way or the other, why did the GAB choose to use Gmail instead of an official government account? Representative David Craig wanted to know.
Why didn't the GAB use an official state account to segregate those emails?
Again, I think it was protected just as securely.
My office contacted the Legislative Technical Bureau, LTSB, and to paraphrase what they said about Gmail accounts versus state accounts, there is virtually no circumstance that a Gmail account can provide the security that a state-based account can provide. Do you have any comment relating to that?
I'm not in a position to comment on that. I can just say that we store the stuff on a secure state server that is handled by the Department of Administration.
The GAB's role in John Doe could be one of the last controversies to plague the troubled agency. Lawmakers are in the process of dismantling it. So what happens to these private email accounts after that?
Who is the custodian, records custodian for emails into that email account?
I am.
You have access to the password to that information?
I do. And if it were not protected information, I would have been happy to give it to you, but it's under a secrecy order of the court.
Ultimately, the state Supreme Court ruled the John Doe investigation was unconstitutional, violating the First and Fourth Amendments of the Bill of Rights. It's likely the investigators someday will be investigated themselves. When that happens, Craig worries about those private email accounts simply disappearing.
We need to get the hard facts. And for the legislature, that can't be speculation, that can't be media accounts. That's got to be hard evidence and documents. And the only way the legislature is going to get at that is, I think, through our subpoena power. We need to exercise that, find the documents, get to, at the end of the day, at whether or not there were bad actors in state government, because we need to make sure that this never happens again.
Craig says the GAB has given lawmakers plenty of problems to address as they move the state forward. For the McIver Institute, I'm Bill Osmulski.